Yeah, good evening. This is Ira Sahai. I'm back again on a Sunday evening with a new D-Life Diploma course with you. I have a very special guest and friend with me, Dr. Diljan Mansoor from Nepal. He's a D-Life member, also a D-Life certified diploma holder, and he's a practicing doctor in Nepal. A bit about Dr. Diljan Mansoor is that he's an MD, internal medicine physician, and he works at FDH Clinic, which is his own at Kathmandu. And Dr. Diljan also featured in the first Metabolic Health Conference, and now he's a globally known name in lchf. Welcome, Diljan. Welcome. So good to see you.
Thank
And
you.
how does it feel to do this course and get certified? Does it make any difference?
Yeah, it does make era because it's like um by doing this course, at least I gain a lot of confidence about, and this is going to help my patient in a long term, that despite of being a physician, that I am trained at a low carb nutrition. So at the end of the day, it's going to my patients are going to benefit from this. So I think at the end of the day, it's a very beneficial for my patients. So um on the contrary, I'm a physician, and then the next time I'm focusing on my patient nutrition, their diets, their lifestyle. So as being a certified one, this is going to help me in the long run.
Yeah, I think that's very important coming from a practicing doctor. And Dr. Diljan has a huge practice in Kathmandu, and still he felt the need to be studying nutrition and know more about low carb nutrition, which he had been practicing since before as well. But it makes quite a difference to get certified, as he said. Diljan, now that you've done the D-Life diploma course, how did you find the course itself? We'll come to the forum support later, but tell us about the course.
I think for any beginner, those who really want to see their career in a low carb nutrition, and especially in India, it's not only about here, but anybody who has a long term, or they had a future plan to indulge themselves into the nutrition, D Life would be the great option for them to explore about nutrition. At least they will know more about low carb nutritions and its health benefits, on especially if you are focusing on a metabolic health, or you are focusing on diabetes, hypertension, or blood pressure. So at the end of the day, anybody, not only me, those who are interested about their career in the low carb nutrition, the life will be a very, very life changer, or a very life savior course for them.
Mm. Thank you, Dijan. Would you like to talk about the forum? I mean, you are a part of D-Life, you're a D-Life member for life now. So glad to have you on the team. But would you want to talk about the forum support, the threads that are listed there on the forum, the WhatsApp group, the 2000 plus recipes, podcasts, libraries, all of that?
Yeah, I think this is one of the best thing that D Life have done, is like you can easily get access once you are a member of D Life, and you get a ID and a passport. If you can log in them, the most beautiful part about, they have an online library that is very helpful. You can download things, or you can study for hours and hours. And the best part about that is there are a lot of good nutritions. I mean, the recipe for low carb nutrition, and there was something called idli with I forgot the name, but this was made from the coconut, and the recipe, even I tried at my home after learning that. So if you see, very generally, there is a very active members in the life. They are very helpful. Even in the WhatsApp group, they will support you. If you have a query and a question, they will answer you. And the best part about that is that everyone is so humble and down to earth, and they're ready to help you. So for anybody who is being the part of D Life, he's not only going to learn about low carb nutrition, the health benefits of low carb nutrition, but also a lot of low carb recipes he's going to learn. And he can download all of audios books, and all those e-learning books are there. So I think it's a very good amalgam of nutritions, and then the health benefits of nutrition, and all the low carb recipes. So I think this is like a package for anybody who joined D Life.
Yeah, and Diljan just mentioned about the recipes. And let me remind you, in the first metabolic health conference, if I not forgetting, after Diljan's session, I had taken Dr. David Unwin's session, and Dr. David Unwin was, full of praises for Diljan. And Dr. David Unwin, has officially reviewed the D-Life platform, and he has said in a lot of his videos that he recommends D-Life recipes for all his patients who want that Indian touch, and especially for Indian and Asian patients. So D-Life recipes are validated by the gurus of global low carb. And I think Diljan is also saying the same thing. Diljan, thank
And
you so
I
much for that. Yeah, yeah.
I interrupted you here, so sorry for that. Even I ask my patient, go and check your website for recipes. And even on my prescription, there is I have mentioned go and visit D Life for all those low carb menus and low carb. More if you want to get more knowledge and information, just go to the D Life. Even I have mentioned on my prescription pad.
Oh, great. Diljan, do you think doctors should study nutrition? Because I see there is a gap. I mean, you are doing your best to heal the patient. I think all doctors have very good intention. And we work, as you must be knowing, being in the group that, I work and Shashi and lots of, coaches are working already, helping the doctors out. But I think somewhere together we can help people out as well. There's some gap. Would you say that doctors do need to study nutrition because that should be taken, low carb should be taken as the first line of intervention, looking at the Herculean evidence of remission that we have now?
This is a very interesting question, Era. I have been telling this for a very long time. What I'm trying to tell, it's like as a doctor, we are not trained so much into nutrition, and we got to accept the fact. We have been trained in disease and everything. So we have been trained in diagnosis and we have been trained to treat people. But what I believe personally is that science is about to change. Everything is changing every single day, things around. So if I'm prescribing medication to my patient and doing everything by the book, or but if my patient is not getting better, then something I need to do. So it's not only about low carb nutrition. What I personally believe is that every doctors have to learn to learn about nutrition. If you have a good knowledge about nutrition, and if you can know more about nutrition, you can tell your patient, you can help them out. So what I personally believe is that while we are in a med school, there is a very few hours we study about nutrition. So now things has been changed, and I personally believe that every medical doctor should be trained in nutrition. It's not about only about low carb nutrition. They should be trained about nutrition so they can decide what is good and what is bad, what is good for the patient. So personally, I believe in every part of the world, I think doctors should be trained in nutrition, or there should be a course in a med school where they can learn more about nutrition. So I personally believe that this is going to help. At the end of the day, every doctor's purpose is to help the patient. We want our patient to thrive. We want our patient to do good. We don't want any harm to our patient. So if having more knowledge about nutrition, it's like so insightful that we have extra power to look at the way we are approaching our patients. We are going to diagnose them, we are going to treat them. But if you have knowledge what my patient is putting inside his mouth, if you have a good knowledge about nutrition, I think I can help him more, or any doctors can help them more. So I personally believe every doctor should be trained more in nutrition.
Yeah, and that brings me to the point that now currently 20 doctors are studying our course. There are a few more interested who may enroll very soon. So the word is spreading, and I think people like Diljan are carrying the fire, everywhere around, because not only we are from different nations. I mean, there's a boundary, but there's no boundary as far as D life and our hearts are connected is concerned, because we are in the same WhatsApp group. So it doesn't matter whether Diljan is in Nepal or I am in Mumbai. We are just part of one strong family of LCHF and D life. So Diljan, tell me, how has the learning of low carb, although you've been practicing it since before, how has it added value to your practice currently?
I think to the things that matter is being certified. So when you are CPD certified, or where your course is being CPD certified, and there is a well-renowned their organization, those who have been working this and now to make it more popular around the world. So it's not about what I learned, it's about the self-satisfaction inside me that okay, now I'm satisfied. At least that certification is making a lot of difference with boosting your morale, and even like I have been telling people, there's no limitation to learn, and there is nothing called everything. So every single day I have been learning. Every time I log in, I learn something new, whether it's a recipe or it's something about nutrition. So what I believe is that being certified is making a self-satisfaction, and the feeling of self-satisfaction is very important. So that part even added in my career right now.
Yeah, I think that's added value 360 degrees. Whatever was left is already done. And I think, Diljan, you're doing great. What's your advice to people who are contemplating enrolling in the D-Life Diploma course, especially doctors or people who are associated with the healthcare industry, nursing people, and all of those?
To anybody who is going to join D Life, my first suggestion to them is first be very focused. What do you want actually? Why do you want to join this course? Do you really want it to be a low carb coach, or you want it to be an advocate, a low carb advocate, or a low carb practitioner? And what is your purpose? What is your motive behind it? Do you really just want it to get some popularity, or you really want to serve the people? So if you're planning your whole career, you're ready to invest your life, you're ready to invest everything as being to helping someone, to healing someone. So I welcome you to be part of it. It's like you should be very crystal clear what you really want. So it's just not about being a certification. It's about you're involving, you're giving your heart and soul inside it. So to anybody who is planning to be a D Life member or get certification from D Life member, this should be more serious and learn things very correctly. Get all those references from them. They have very good references around them, so they can take this opportunity to learn more about low carb nutrition, so they can be in the future, they can be a part or the pioneer of in low carb nutrition. So I think D Life is providing a very beautiful opportunity for the people around, or the people nearby, or people in the India. So they should catch this opportunity to learn something more, those who are interested in low carb nutrition.
Beautiful words there by Diljan. And for those who want to know a little bit more about the course, we have the largest content on low carb nutrition and metabolic health in the world. So the course contains 800 plus references, 200,000 plus words, 60 plus relevant videos, lifetime access to the course, 6 months additional access to the forum from the start of internship. There is no decertification clause, and the course is legally attainable. It is India's only CPDSO UK accredited course with the global biggest of 60 hours credit to it. It's also the SMHP approved CMHE provider. The course gives free access to the dlive.in platform, which is again the single biggest platform in the world as far as LCHF is concerned. It has 3,000 plus combined success stories, 2,000 plus original keto, low carb, vegetarian, non-vegetarian recipes, over 200 plus podcasts, including the Metabolic Health Conference 1 and 2, of which Diljan was also part. You can check him out, there. It is the largest content, as I said, on low carb nutrition. And it is one of the biggest libraries of low carb resource materials in the world. I think we are the biggest, not just one of the biggest. We have a robust forum of discussion and long threads on cases. So if one is handling a client or needs assistance or has a query, one can post it on the thread, and all mentors, certified coaches would go and answer them. So they are always handheld, whether they are practicing, whether they are studying, or whenever they need help, we are always there. And then we have a 24/7 WhatsApp community support where a lot of bonding, learning, and fun happens. With the Jan and I are also part. So no matter where he is, no matter where I am, we are part of the same WhatsApp group. It's like, being in the same house. It's like a house on fire. Diljan, thank you so much. I thank you because you're very busy, I know, and you've taken time out to speak about the course. And that matters a lot because it will give a lot of people good clarity, especially doctors, why they need to do this course and get certified. So any the last words there that you would want to put in?
The last word I want to say is that, especially in the Asian population, especially in South Asia, India, Nepal, Pakistan, and we are like a grain worshiper. We have been worshiping grain for years and years. We just need to know what is good for you. I can tell every people, if you're eating something, if you're getting a reaction about it, just if you're feeling good about it, it's good for you. If you're not feeling good about it, it's not good about you. So before, it doesn't matter what kind of diet you are following around the world or the globe. I'm just you gotta understand what is good for you. So I especially want to tell to the people of India and Nepal, like you gotta decide, like, you really want to eat these things and get sick, or you're gonna figure it out what's good and what's bad for you. It's not about eating all the time and eating the grains. And even the Asian peoples are more genetically predisposed to have a mid-gut section, a lot of bellies and fat around, and even in the 30s and 40s they look like 50 and 60. So even with these Asian people are aging super fast. So once they are on this unrefined carbohydrates and the refined flours and the seed seed oils, and these things are making people very, very sick these days. And even the India is now the capital of the diabetes, or even in the cancer, they declare India as a capital of cancer. So you
Yes.
got to think twice. You got to think twice before you put things inside your mouth. And all the foods are being adulterated, and they're mixed with even people are enjoying their fruits. They're not thinking twice. The fruits they're eating, either it's a real fruits or genetically modified or GMO food. So what my message to the all Asian people is, think twice before you eat, or just think 3 times before what you put on your plate.
Mm. I think that's a wonderful message. I think that's the larger message that all of us out here are, giving at large to people, and why this course is so critical to people who want to better their health. We doctors who are already practicing can add value to their practice, and also in terms of monetizing the course. I mean, we have now IITians. It's a very coveted institution, IIT, and a lot of engineers who are IITians are now doing the course, have now done the course, and now practicing full time as a metabolic health coach. We did 2 interviews today, and another one was from BITS Pilani, and that's also a very elite institute, and he has done his graduation from there. And now he's practicing, going to practice full time as a metabolic health coach. So that gives you an idea about the monetizing side of how you can become a part of the healthcare industry and help a country like India, come out of the health crisis or the metabolic syndromes crisis that we are now in with diabetes and cancer,
Yep.
being the top syndromes, in Indians. So
So
Diljan, yeah, yeah.
I have been telling to the people so long time, the next pandemic in Asia is obesity. Just mark my word, it's just a matter of time. Especially in the country, the low socioeconomic country, the third world country, they can't even handle this obesity pandemic. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, it's I think our tails are already on fire, and whatever is left, I think it's just a ticking time bomb. It's time we take charge and listen to people and qualified doctors like Dr. Diljan, and take his inspiration and kind of take charge of our health. Diljan, I thank you so much for coming and speaking to me, and so proud of you of what you're doing,
Thank
and so
you.
proud of what you're doing in Nepal, in the world. And do send us your videos. I mean, we would love to tweet about them and them in the D Life platform as well.
Thank you, Ira. And it's always an honor to talk to you, and it's like an old friend talking.
Absolutely. Such
Thank you so
warmth.
much. Yeah, it's such a,
Um,
and we have very mutual feeling for each other. So that's mutual feeling will be growing day by day, day and night. And thank you for having me. And very soon I'll see you. Thank you, Era. Thank you, D Life.
Thank
Thank you. Bye.
you. Thank you, Diljan. Thanks for coming. Bye.
Bye.